KROQ. Call now. 800-520-1067. 5 questions about stuff going on in the world. Believe it or not, it's not all fire related. If you do better than Allie, she'll give you $100. $100 ain't much, but it's something. And you could use that money. You could donate that money. You could invest that money wisely and turn it into $1 million. Really, the choice is yours. And here's a theme song to get you in the mood, as left on the goat line.
She's got a cheating wife because his fingers smell like poo. Let's find out if Allie knows the news. You guys are a bunch of stupid assholes. Have a good day.
Thank you. True. Lovely message right there. You can always leave your theme songs or thoughts on the GOAT line. That number is 844-956-GOAT.
You know, when I talk to people on New Year's Eve, a lot of listeners were talking to my wife as well, who was also drunk, and she assured all of them that she is not cheating on me and that she loves me very much. Mm-hmm. That being said, I have a question about something that she did yesterday.
Oh, boy. We'll get to that later in the show. Actually, I want to play this message for you. I know it's a bit of a distraction. We'll get to the game in a moment. If you'd like to play, get on the phones now. I did receive this message from Allie's wife on New Year's. I know New Year's seems like forever ago, but I never played this on the air, and I thought it was worth sharing because it was really...
She DM'd you? Or she texted you?
She sent me a voice message, and I thought it was beautiful, to be honest. I got to find this now. This was such an unexpected thing to get from your wife.
Oh, does it? And those, if it's like a voice memo, I think those delete themselves.
Oh, is it gone? Oh, too bad. It was so
that's
great.
What cheaters do. You know, they cover their tracks.
Yeah, it disappeared. It was such a lovely message to get from your wife. So unexpected. It's completely gone. Wow, poof. She is a pro, huh? Yeah, man, she's good.
She's the cleaner in her own life.
All right. Get rid of the evidence. Let's say hi to Gus, Santa Monica. Give Gus a shot at winning $100 of Allie's money. Good morning, Gus.
Hey, good morning, Sweet Dibbit.
You feeling smart?
Oh, no.
Great. You've come to the right show. Let's get into it. It's time for Gus's round of Allie Knows the News.
Allie Knows the News.
Get out of here, Allie. What are you doing?
Oh.
Get out of here.
Right,
So we just, by the way, sorry, we were not on YouTube, but now we are. So we're streaming on KROQ's YouTube as well. Technical glitches, understandable, but now we're up and running. You can watch the show. You can listen to the show. The most important thing is you're involved in the show. Let's see how you would have done had you been playing right now. Go ahead and play along. If you can beat the score of 3, I consider you a genius. Here we go, Gus. Question number 1. Hey, Rams. Nice win over them Vikings last night, moving past wild card weekend into the playoffs. And who will they be facing next? That is question number 1. Who will the Rams be facing next?
They are playing the Eagles.
Question number 2. One of Trump's bands has been announced for his inauguration. It's his favorite band, one of his favorite bands, even though they used to have a beef when he would play their music during his rallies. Which band has agreed to play the Trump inauguration?
Oh, God. Fall Out Boy.
That would be something else. Question number 3. Comedian and Saturday Night Live alum David Spade has offered $5,000 rewards for what?
Catching arsonists.
Question number 4. This SoCal rapper has offered free clothes to fire victims, even though those clothes may already smell like smoke. Which SoCal rapper is stepping up?
Oh, geez. Ice Cube.
And finally, a viral video has really made the rounds and gotten everyone quite emotional, showing a man being reunited with his dog 5 days after the fires. What was the dog's name in the viral video?
Frank.
Great guess. When in doubt, go Frank. Allie's coming back in. Don't say anything else. You're battling Gus for $100 of your own money. For every day that Allie does not lose money to a listener, she will give that money to a worthy rebuilding cause. Very generous of you, Allie.
I
very,
resent that you're telling
very generous.
me to do that, because I have been doing that, and then you just say on the air blankly, hey, she's donating this. Hey, I think you gave my money away yesterday, too, without even asking me.
The right thing to hey, look, I just contributed to the GoFundMe of that listener that called yesterday who lost his house in Altadena.
I am contributing to things as well. I'm not just a greedy bitch all the time.
Well, pull that clip. Greedy bitch. Battling Gus. Question number 1. Allie, the Rams, nice win last night in the wild card round. They're now moving on. Who will they be playing next?
The Eagles.
All right, he said Eagles as well, and they will be playing the dirty, dirty Philadelphia Eagles. We go to question number 2. That game's not till Sunday. But what a win for the Rams. Congratulations, Sean McVay and everyone else there. Very nice, especially a week where everything got displaced. It was a home game, but not technically a home game, and you know all that.
They really made it seem like a home game,
They sure
though.
did. Boy, I'll tell you, there's not a team.
The field there.
There is not, we know disappointment. There is not a team that had more hype around it that was more disappointing than the Minnesota Vikings. I mean,
Dude,
really,
I
just
know.
a
And they
disaster.
lost 2 games all season?
We go to question number 2. It is tied up 1-1. Trump has announced one of the bands that will be playing his inauguration. It's one of his favorite bands, although this band used to have beef with Trump when he would play their music during his rallies. Which band will be joining Trump at his big inauguration?
That would be the Village People.
That is one of Omar's favorite videos to watch is Trump dancing to the Village People.
It's
and
hilarious.
that is absolutely correct.
And now he'll dance with them right beside him.
Allie goes up by 1. We go to question. I think he also announced some country star. Carrie
Underwood.
Carrie Underwood will also be there with him. We go to question number 3. Comedian, Saturday Night Live alum David Spade is offering a $5,000 reward for what?
Catching an arsonist.
That is correct. He got that as well.
Seems like comedians are getting behind the arsonist thing.
They love look.
That's their angle.
I love some of this vigilante justice, and I think we need it more. I'm a big fan of that. I plan on doing a lot of that this year.
Vigilantism?
Vigilante justice.
Yeah, that's good.
Allie's up 3-2 with 2 questions left, but Gus is still very much alive. We go to question number 4. This SoCal rapper has offered free clothes to fire victims, although those clothes may already smell a lot like smoke.
That would be Snoop.
Snoop D-O-double-G is correct. He guessed Ice Cube. He does not get the point, but Allie does. And we go to this final question, and I don't think it matters for you, Gus, at this point, but here we go. Question number 5. Viral video shows a man being reunited with his dog 5 days after the fires. Very emotional video.
Yeah.
We believe later this morning we're going to play it for Omar and we'll make him cry, but we will see. What was the name of the dog in the video?
Oreo!
Oreo is correct.
Thank you, Jesus, Oreo!
Thank you, Jesus Oreo. Congratulations. Allie got that right away. She really smoked you, Gus, and I'm so sorry, but what must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Go ahead.
I'm Gus from Santa Monica, and Allie knows the news.
There you go. $100 could have been yours, but instead, Allie will donate it to a worthy cause. Very, very generous of you, Allie. Thank you for
You're
your
welcome.
service.
I did try and donate some dog food yesterday. It didn't go well.
No, we've had so many donation fails. It shouldn't be that hard to do.
I know, but why is it so hard?
We're not even good at it. My Chem Now show continues next on KROQ. Good morning. Congratulations. You found your new favorite morning show. We're Klein Alley Show. You can find us on KROQ or listen to us or watch us if you'd like to on YouTube. We got that up and running after some technical glitches earlier today. And if you want to get involved, 800-520-1067 to call, to text. Get you on a standby list at some point later on today. I believe. Are we still doing that or no? Did they cut that out?
I don't think so, dude. I think that's been canceled.
Hold on.
I think we also have multiple conversations about that.
Yeah, but then they put all these other things we're doing. So we're still doing Monster Energy AMA Supercross today, and we're doing this
Cruising to Freedom, baby.
Cruising to Freedom benefit dinner, January 18th, OC Fair and Event Center. In and Out will be there. We'll take care of you. So we'll give you some stuff just for hanging out and listening to the show today.
It is confusing.
Very confusing. It's hard to keep up because
one day we're doing it, one day we're not doing it.
Well, listen, I understand why we are making certain changes and modifications to KROQ because we are here to serve the community and the community's needs are changing regularly. However, I'm never a fan of when people are doing things just for optics. I like it when people do things because it's the right thing to do. I don't like it when people do things because it looks like the right thing to do. And I never know anymore what, and this is true for all major businesses and corporations. Are they doing something because it's just the right thing to do as a human, or are you doing it because it looks good or it's good for optics?
Well, look at all the diversity policies that are now being rolled back.
Thank God, right?
At all these companies that were being woke because of optics.
Yes.
And now they're like, oh, Trump got reelected. Cool. We're just going to roll all that back because it wasn't really in line with their company values. It was just something they were doing because they were going to look like dicks if they didn't. But
that was like our big company that was like, from now on, Juneteenth is a no work day. And then like 2 years later, they're like, Juneteenth,
like,
come in or don't.
It's on a Wednesday. You're still coming in, right?
Yeah.
You're like, what?
But how come?
Remember they told us that we had it off, so I made plans and everybody was here but me?
Yeah.
And I looked like the D-bag?
Yeah.
I was like, well, you told me we had it off.
Racist Omar's not in today, but the rest of us will be here.
Yeah, but then our boss pitched it to us like, yeah, you guys want to come in, don't you?
Well,
and we were like, what? What's going on? But then with this, I understand it's a weird tone shift to be like, hey, we're going to put you on a standby boarding list or whatever. But I also think that it's nice to give something, even a glimmer of hope of something fun in the future.
I get it. And by the way, this was confusing to begin with. I thought it was pretty simple. I mean, we put a lot of people on these standby boarding lists before. Every once in a while, we actually give someone the good news that they're going somewhere. But I didn't realize how confusing this truly was. Either our listeners are really stupid or we do not do a good job of explaining how things work. And
it's probably a little column A, a little column B.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Could be more column B. Which because once again, I swear to God, I really thought that this could not have been explained any easier, but for some reason, I don't know. We can't explain it. This person, Allie, I think you're on the file I need to play right now.
Really?
But this person says that they have no concept. Listen to this. Here.
Klein, Allie, I love you guys, but you have to understand that unfortunately, some of us are a little bit dumb. I have no idea what a standby boarding list means. Does that mean that if I call and you guys say that, I won, I'm on the standby boarding list, does that mean I get the plane ticket?
No, it didn't mean that.
This sounds like somebody who has never been on a wait list.
I'm not going to lie, I didn't know what this was either until like a year ago, and I've been doing this for like 2 or 3 years now.
Or that my name is added to a wait list with other callers and one of us gets the plane ticket.
There you go. You figured it out. The first prize is not really a prize. I mean, it's a prize, I guess. You get your name on a very exclusive list, but then it's when we randomly pick the name and it's you, then you get to go on the trip.
Can you please explain, please? Because this entire week has been stressful, and this is adding to my list of thoughts to process.
All right, listen.
To my standby boarding list of thoughts to process.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of lists this week. Am I on the evacuation list? Am I on the warning list? Am I on the red list? The win list?
List?
Yeah, standby evacuation list. I get it. Maybe that's why they pulled the plug on it this week.
Because there's too many lists.
There's just too many lists to keep track of.
Is it me?
But yeah, it's not that hard to figure out. We'll do it again soon. I think we have some great destinations coming up in the near future. And if travel is on your 2025 plans, and I could see why maybe now it is, and people may be reevaluating, going, man, my resolution sucked. But now that we've faced imminent disaster here in Southern California, maybe now we change all of our plans for the year and try to come up with some better things we want to do to live a fuller life.
But if you do, when we do resume this, you will be, if you are selected, you will be put on a standby boarding list to potentially get the plane tickets to London to see Justice.
Yes.
And if you get that, you will be a member of the Mile High Club.
That's exactly what it is. About that part, by the way, I don't even know.
We force you.
Are we guaranteeing that? Are we forcing them to have sex on the plane, or is that just a fun play on words?
No, I think Vanessa's got to do it.
Vanessa? Team player. I'm gonna give you five Odyssey points.
Terrible joke.
5 Odyssey.
You get 5 Odyssey points for stepping up and helping out. Thank you for that. That's important. It's Hosier time on KROQ. Contractually, we must do this. We're here for you all morning. If you need us, nice to meet you. If you're new to the show, Klein Alley Show on KROQ. It is Tuesday still. Alley Show. Just before 7 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. To update you on everything going on in the world, then we'll get into a brand new hour of the show, and the first thing we will attempt to do is make Omar cry. It is a brand new segment, Can We Make Omar Cry? We know the types of videos that usually set him off involve soldiers returning home, surprising their family, they unwrap the last Christmas gift, and boom, Dad pops out in his uniform. Those things set that guy off, but we have videos based on the fires that we've all experienced to see if we can actually make Omar cry. That is the goal. Place your bets.
I'm curious to see. I don't know if they're going to hit the same. Those other ones make me sob.
I know.
Instantly.
Even just us talking about them make you all teared up.
I'm getting a little teary-eyed right now,
Especially when the soldier goes into the classroom.
Oh, pops in.
Yeah, or, he's dressed like a mascot or something, then takes it off. Yeah, it's cool.
Leo the Lion wasn't Leo the Lion at all. All of a sudden,
you just get in from an international flight, and you have to organize all this stuff.
Crazy.
You got to get a mascot costume. You got to do the show up at the school.
It's worth it to make Omar cry. Totally worth it. Anyway, we'll get to that coming up next hour. But first, let's find out what's going on in the world with your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for A.D.D. News.
Wasabi people.
Wasabi people.
So we are officially at 1 week now since the fire started. We are still in a PDS, a particularly dangerous situation. Seems very on the nose of an alert, but we're all getting it. A new fire yesterday started in Ventura County near the Santa Clarita River, and it was called the Auto Fire, which is, I think, probably the new worst name of any fire, an auto fire where no autos are involved. But they did issue some evacuation orders. Seems like the fire crews, again, have kicked ass and stopped any forward progress for the time being. As the winds pick up, trash humans continue to find ways to loot and rob the people of Los Angeles. New reports were coming in from Calabasas of people that were reporting fake fires and then knocking on people's doors and saying, hey, you got to evacuate, just so they can go in and rob them. Which is horrible, but I guess better than physically starting a fire to get them to evacuate. And if you see that happening, by the way, you could make some money. David Spade has offered a reward to anybody who can catch an arsonist.
People are saying there's guys lighting fires out there, make this worse. So if you can find someone lighting a fire and you catch somebody and you get the cops to bust them and throw them in jail, I'll give you $5,000. So keep your eyes peeled and do what you can out there. Don't fake it, though. No staging. Let me know.
Do you think it's above people to stage?
No.
I mean, you just got to get one guy with a blowtorch and to pretend.
This is going to bankrupt David Spade. But I appreciate where his head is at.
I appreciate it, too. And I do think that the arsonists are the below zeros in this whole scenario. They are the worst of the worst. And we said it last week. I think that arsonists should be, in California, treated the same as murderers. And I think we should go old school with punishments and set them on fire. I
agree. Or even more embarrassing than that, just put them in cold water and then make them stand naked and let everyone look at their tiny dongs.
In the village square?
Yeah.
We need a village square.
I think torture doesn't scare people as much as public embarrassment. Public shaming, public embarrassment, that is something that people do not like.
Yeah, but also people who are obsessed with fire, I don't think, maybe they don't realize how painful fire is.
Maybe.
And maybe they need a reminder.
Well,
like, fire, that's rough, man, when you get it all over your face and body.
Yep.
That's not going away.
I'm on board with all that. I would love stricter punishments across the board.
Punishments that fit the crime.
Yes.
I figure by now anybody with a New Year's resolution to work out and lose weight has completely given up, as you should. But if it's helpful...
When's my weigh-in this week?
Thursday.
Jesus. I have been doing so much stress eating since my last weigh-in.
What was your best stress meal?
I ate pizza from 4 different places on Saturday alone.
Jesus.
And then
what's the difference between that Saturday and any other Saturday?
I was getting better for a while, Omar, to be honest. There's not.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I stopped. I cut it out for a little bit. And
yeah,
then
because people were texting me and going, "Is Klein okay? He looks like he's lost way too much weight."
No, not anymore. I put it all back. I'm gonna fail my resolution by this. Before Omar even gets his tuba, I'm gonna fail this resolution. I know it. I'm gonna be a tuba.
Yeah, we did put out a video, by the way, if anybody has leads on a tuba, because
trying to get a tuba for Omar.
So if this is helpful, when you are pulling into that drive-thru, making another wonderful bad decision, these are the healthiest and unhealthiest fast food sandwiches.
Come on.
/ burgers in America. The the worst for you is not a Big Mac. It's not even at McDonald's. And it's not even beef. It is the Big Fish sandwich at Burger King. That is the unhealthiest sandwich for you when it comes to fast food.
A good thing no one's ever ordered that in the history of the world.
Oh,
so
come on. There's some
about.
aunt that's like, I'll have the fish.
No one ordered the Big Fish from... Where is your life at where you go
Ants
to Burger
on
King
Facebook
for the Big
love
Fish?
Burger King.
Okay, fine, maybe, but you're not getting the fish sandwich.
I used to get the filet of fish at McDonald's all the time.
Turned
that
you
was
gay. Turned Allie gay.
Hey, Omar loves the filet of fish, don't you, Omar?
Yeah, growing up, my mom had some sort of weird thing about the beef at Jack in the Box and McDonald's. So anytime we would go to any of those places, Burger King, it was a chicken sandwich. McDonald's, it was a filet of fish growing up. Never got the burger meal. Yep.
But I love that tartar sauce.
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
So then you've also got this number 2 is the classic smashed Jack at Jack in the Box. And you've got 2 chicken sandwiches, one from Burger King and one from Popeyes, that delicious chicken sandwich.
Oh, that's good for you, that one?
No, bad for you.
Oh, damn.
Rounding out the top 5, though, is the sourdough grilled cheese from Starbucks. Which I was like, wow, I can't believe Starbucks made it on the list of unhealthiest sandwiches in the country in fast food. On the best list, this is the healthiest ones. Number 1 was the Sourdough Grilled Chicken Club from Jack in the Box, and number 2 was the New York Steamer from Firehouse Subs.
The New York Steamer.
Really?
The New York Steamer.
There you go. Bunch of things I've never had and never will.
Well, yeah, who goes to Jack in the Box for the Sourdough Grilled Chicken Club?
I've had it. It's trash, man.
Really?
There's like no flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
they pump it up full of like lettuce and tomato, and the grilled chicken breast is really small. It's trash.
I think any grilled chicken breast from any fast food place is going to be disappointing.
Yes.
I had that double smash Jack. Is good.
Well, yeah, that's great. And then if you can't fall asleep, I know a lot of people are stressed right now. There's a new viral sleep hack you might want to try. It's called the house tour method. And basically how it works is you get into bed, you take a few deep breaths.
It's really messed up for people that lost their homes this week, Allie, for you to
I
bring
know,
this
that
up.
is actually kind of messed up that this is going viral now that I think about it. So you think of a home that, like, you are kind of familiar
Used
with.
to have.
Okay.
Jeez, Allie,
And you-
really, what a story to
Come
pick
on.
today.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
It's happening.
I love it how you're saying it's kind of messed up that they're bringing this up. You're bringing this
No,
up.
this is a viral thing that's happening right now, and people are saying that it works really well.
I've never seen it.
Well, you're not on TikTok, Jake.
Go ahead.
So you choose, say, like a home that you are familiar with, okay, that you know the layout of.
Right.
It's not necessarily the house that you have. It's just a house.
Got it.
It can even be a house on HGTV that you love.
Great.
And you visualize yourself doing a walking tour of the house. So you go up the stairs,
What are you
around
doing
the.
here? What is this hippie nonsense?
This is news?
This is news.
This is in the news segment of the show.
Yes. It's right here. I'm looking at it. This is in the New York Post.
So the new viral hack to fall asleep is to give yourself a virtual tour of a house, even if it's a house you've never been inside of.
And it's in your mind's eye. You're like making it up as you go along.
It has to be familiar enough for you to know the general layout of it. But it's supposed to be a calming thing. It's the reason why people love HGTV. Because having like some kind of a weird, like, hey, and here's the living
Who
room.
loves HGTV?
Dude, it's like a total fall asleep network. Wouldn't you agree?
Is it?
Don't you find it calming to watch, hey, come on
I
in.
think I used to watch a little
Here's
bit
the
of that in
kitchen.
like the late 90s or something.
It goes great with the filet of fish, people are saying. HGTV and the filet of fish.
It's
the
true.
perfect sleep hack.
Ants love it on
We
Facebook.
get into a brand new hour of the show. We do it right now.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Wasabi, people.
Wasabi to you and yours. Just after 7 o'clock. It's Tuesday morning here at KROQ. We got lots going on today on the show, and for those of you that are in full-on recovery mode or trying to feel normal again mode, thank you for spending some of your day with us. We have seen all the messages that have come through. People that have had a really rough week, I would argue maybe the roughest week of their lives, and still spending some time with us, and maybe that's helping just a little bit. We're just here regardless, and if we can help you in any way, shape, or form, please, phones 800-520-1067. You call, you text, you can stream on YouTube, even if it's just keeping you company while you take a virtual tour of your home or former home. We are here for that. If you need us this hour, we will attempt to make Omar cry, and you'll hear some stories that will probably warm the cockles of your heart. We'll get to that this hour, and a brand new game to prove that we are not good at communication, even though we all technically work in communication. It's Vanessa's telephone, where she tries to deliver messages to us that you, the caller, deliver to her. Will she be able to do that? And will we have any idea what she's talking about? Probably not.
No.
So we'll get to that
but
all this out. It'll be fun, and it'll give you a chance to win yourself some tickets, and that's why we're really here. So,
and Klein, a lot of love coming through for the Filet-O-Fish and HGTV on the text line.
Man, who knew? Who knew we shared such a terribly sad audience? But apparently we do.
Fish is good.
Omar's going to cry just in the setup. We'll get to that next on KROQ. KROQ Klein Alley Show, very emotional week continues. It's now been exactly 1 week since all of this madness began, and here we are back on KROQ. If you need us, 800-520-1067. We are now at that point where even though fires are still burning, there's still evacuation orders, winds are still very strong. We're still in that D, whatever we are, DSL. What are we in currently, Allie? Yeah.
I'm not going to help you.
Well, whatever. We're in some sort of a situation now, dangerous conditions continuing. There are stories of hope that are starting to emerge. Jimmy Kimmel did a very nice collage, a little montage of all of the stories of hope, regular people stepping up to help out. And we've got a few stories now. We want to see if Omar, the least emotional person on the show, can actually cry. Can we make Omar cry?
I'm not the Jimmy Kimmel of the show for sure. Jimmy Kimmel could cry at a drop of a dime for sure.
He's great at crying. He can cry.
Just like you.
He can cry.
Yeah, bitch boy.
He cried when my dog died. That's the last time I cried. But
No, I think you cry a lot.
I thought about crying when my kid was graduating pre-kindergarten and sang that song, One Small Voice, and then again when my dog died. And that's pretty much it. Those
Did
are
you get cry too when your kid got a cast?
No, I didn't cry when my kid got a cast, dude. I didn't cry. I mean,
You just got misty-eyed?
when they sent me out of the room and
Didn't
I couldn't.
you cry in the video that you just made?
No. I did
Oh, that's
not. I was
right.
wearing sunglasses, so no proof.
I don't think I got that far.
Yeah, thank you.
But
Didn't
yeah.
cry. This is not about me, guys. This is about Will Omar Cry. All right. So we're going to play two different stories. Both made the news.
If we played it with Klein, it would be over too fast.
I already cried loading
Just like
the
a
audio.
bed.
Here we go. This is if you're a human, your heart will feel something probably. Let's take a listen and find out. Will Omar Cry. Here's first story.
And a sign of hope amid the ashes of homes destroyed in the fires. It was a heartfelt reunion between a man and his dog in Pacific Palisades, California. Casey Colvin lost his home to the fire 5 days ago, but he was allowed to come back today, and he found his dog Oreo hiding in the burned out rubble.
It's Tika Tika! It's Tika Tika! It's Tika Tika! Hi, Boo Boo!
I don't know if that's his alarm going off still. It could still be the smoke alarm. That is, he's so excited, Allie. You think your dog is done. You haven't seen your dog in 5 days. House gone.
And no, and you're not sure whether or not. I mean, he probably has just figured out that his house is gone,
Right.
As well.
But then hiding in the rubble?
How's the fire? Oh,
Can you rewind that and play him going, what is he saying? Atiga, atiga. That
well,
sounds so
everyone
creepy,
has like
man.
a million nicknames for their dog.
This sounds a lot like when Jake would talk to Kibby and we'd roll audio. Do you have any of that? This is
yeah.
This is what when Jake talks to his dog.
Oh my god.
Is that not the same as Tika Tika?
It's almost the same. This is once again
Not the same.
This is a man who really think about it for a second. If you're a dog owner, pet owner, animal owner, Allie, I know you lost a cat last week, unrelated to the fires, but you think to yourself, I've lost my house and my one friend. Clearly, this guy's that's his best friend. Sounds like.
Well, a lot of people, their dog is their best friend.
Oreo, and he's thinking that's it, game over, and then.
It's Tika Tika! It's Tika Tika! It's Tika Tika! Hi, Boo Boo! How's the fire? Oh, honey! Oh, honey! Oh, my God! You're alive! You're alive! Oh, honey! Oh, wow! Wow!
Omar, are you crying?
God.
Are you crying,
Damn,
Omar?
dude,
It's going
tone it
full
down a
Cabana
notch.
Klein over there.
That's full,
Yeah.
full Cabana Klein. That sounds a little bit like me when I am. Cabana Klein is very different than this guy.
Wow.
You're scaring yes!
You can take him back.
Oh, thank you, Jesus! Oh, thank you, God!
All right, Omar, are you crying?
Nah, that doesn't do it for me, man. I don't know. I appreciate the guy finding his dog. I guess it's very emotional, but that does not do it for me.
Shocked. I'm shocked. Does that make you cry?
That's a little bit.
does
I'm
this
getting
make you
misty-eyed
cry?
right now. Yeah. That just makes me sad.
Yeah, that's true.
We were having a good time.
Omar, different story now. Let's see if you are a human or not. Will you cry?
All right.
This also in the news.
I told you girls, taking fluids for moisturizer was good for your skin. This is what my face looks like after taking 1,000 men less than 12 hours ago.
This woman had sex with 1,000 men in 12 hours.
Holy moly.
The room was absolutely full. Then we did groups of 5, like one after the other of 5s. I wanted to give people more time, so then it went down to like one-on-ones, didn't it? So like one person would watch whilst I was with somebody, and then it would literally just be like a rotating circle like that.
Omar,
Isn't that beautiful?
are you crying?
Gotta go, guys.
Don't miss out on the next performance in the exclusive Helpful Honda.
K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show. 4-pack of tickets, Monster Energy AMA Supercross, Angel Stadium of Anaheim on January 25th. And we give you those in the next 5 minutes right here on K-Rock, because we should give you something at the very least.
Give us something to balance out whatever you're about to tell us.
Yeah, I'm having second thoughts, actually, about I think I could be violating HIPAA or something for other people if I share. And it's humiliating because there are different levels of humiliation. There's the humiliation that your buddy does when he's drunk and you use that to blackmail him for the rest of your relationship. And then there's the humiliation that you bring into your own world. And then there is this level of humiliation, which...
Well, you already told us that you tried to give used underwear to your best friend who lost his home.
I offered him everything I had, including underwear, because he only had one pair. If I only had one pair of underwear and someone gave me a pair that was clean, had been worn a few times, I probably would not take it either, but at least I would appreciate the offer.
So what you're going to share is more embarrassing than that.
Yeah, I think so. It's nothing that I'm proud of, and you'll be probably disgusted by me, and you're the gross one on the show. No, it's not food related.
I'm not the gross one on the show. Jake's the gross one.
No, you're grosser.
No, I'm not. You're grosser.
Sounds like
Gross queen.
You have to have a gross off. I got a call yesterday from the school nurse, which is never good because it usually means you'll have to go and pick the kid up. Now, keep in mind, if you got kids in school, they just had a bunch of time off for Christmas, New Year's, then they get back for a couple of days, and then boom, fires, let's take them out again.
MLK is coming up.
And MLK is coming up. I think this year we roll right past that one, but whatever. And to get a call on the first day back and say, we have an issue, you've got to come get your kid, it's not a great call to get. And the issue was the worst possible issue you can get a call about. And I include everything that we've gone through this past week as a Southern California.
Is it a butt thing? You have a lot of butt problems,
not
so
a butt,
I would imagine those passed down to your children.
Not a butt thing. I was told that we have a lice infestation.
You are in here with lice?
Head lice. Now, at first, they said you need to come and immediately pick up your child, and then you need to go and check your other child as well, because the way they told it was that the lice infestation was not just like eggs floating around, but like full-on bugs.
Oh. And did you notice your kids having it itchy?
Never itch. No, nothing. But, once again, I'm not paying that much attention.
Right, yeah.
And
there was football on.
There was football. Can't get lice during playoffs. You understand?
Weekend.
I'm watching the screen, okay? Down in front with the itching, I got money on this game, kid. And so then it becomes an immediate, how bad is the lice problem? And what do we have to do to remedy it? Now,
and where was your kid the first one to get lice? Because that is a lifetime of embarrassment.
Right. Apparently, there's been a whole lice. Apparently, lice right now, I didn't realize this, they're thriving. Lice are thriving. I don't know where.
Every gross thing is thriving right now.
Yeah, what is that? Every gross thing is thriving, and I can't quite figure it out because it feels like we're getting away from the microplastics. I think we need the microplastics to kill off all the lice. For whatever reason, we're now getting all clean and organic, and guess what? The lice are loving it.
So you found this out and...
Found it out, and then the first move was, now I've got to decide. I have to put my kid in my own car, knowing that they've got a head full of lice, which now means my car.
Put them in an Uber.
I should have.
Make it their problem.
God, I wish I had thought of that.
Get your nice car all dirty.
Yeah, take it an Uber. This Uber is about to get downgraded real quick. So then I didn't know this because this is my first run-in with lice. Apparently, there's a lot of places you can go buy something at CVS. Nothing. Lice apparently are vicious little critters.
Well, and you have to comb them out of people's hair. Yeah, it's like a really gross.
Hard, yeah, you can't just blow. You can't just
You were going to blowtorch your kid's head.
What are you doing, that's what I thought was the best way to take care of them.
Problematic.
Right now, I wouldn't do it with the conditions currently. I'm respectful and responsible, but I thought you dip their head in the pool, get a little chlorine in there, done. Lice aren't like that. You need not even regular shampoo. It's a whole thing, but it's not just shampoo. You got special combs involved. And then they go, you know what? You're better off just going to a place. They got all these places. This is how bad lice is. There are full businesses out there that all they do is treat lice.
Where'd you go? Dry bar?
Like a place like that, but a gross,
really?
Yeah, like a gross one, but just with lines of kids out the door, all getting this dip, like dogs with fleas almost.
Oh my God, What a horrible job to have.
And then you got to, and then they say it's not even enough to they got to wear this like a shower cap on their head with chemicals in it to suffocate. Yeah. And then they start combing them out, and then they realize here's the hundreds of lice that are in there, and then you got to go back days later for a follow-up, double back. I mean, it's a whole thing. So now...
So you picked your kid up from school yesterday with lice?
Oh, yeah.
Active lice?
Very active.
And your other kid has it too?
Oh, yeah. Well, then we weren't sure. So then, and what a racket this is, then you got to bring them to a lice doctor, or whatever the hell they're called, Lice Land, or whatever the name is. And then they start going, well, we'll check for lice. That's a $30 fee to check for lice.
We're like, use your eyes.
I said, give me a flashlight. I'll check for lice for free. And then the woman's like, you're not qualified to check for lice.
You're like, but the nurse already said she has lice.
Okay, the one kid I knew had lice, according to the school nurse. Then the second kid, I didn't know if they had lice. And then the reality is, spent a lot of time, especially these last few days, with all the packing, unpacking, evacuating, not evacuating. There was a couple nights the kids slept in our bed together because everyone was scared. So it was a full-on...
between your whole family, there's a lot of hair.
Full-on lice transfer going on. So they were in our bed, and this woman's explaining, any pillow that's been used is compromised. Any blanket that's been used is compromised. You got a dog? Lice can live on the dog and go to the other. I mean, it sounds like it is one of the most contagious things you can get.
It's like fleas.
Yeah,
it's
I think it's more like the quid, but I think it's the embarrassment of an adult with herpes. It's the same level of embarrassment.
That's not embarrassing.
It's head scabies.
Thank you, Jake. It's head scabies. Well, that's the name of the place we went to. Head scabies. So the woman goes, I'll check you all. And it's one at a time. I got my wife now. I got me. I got my other daughter. And she's going, first kid, she's like, yep, full-blown case of lice. Sit over there. She goes to my second kid.
Go on the lice side.
She's going through. She's like, oh, yeah, look at these things. Eggs all over the place.
Oh, damn.
So disgusting.
And I'm like, great, there's an egg shortage. Not in my kid's head, apparently. And now she's making her way over to my wife. She's nauseated. She's gagging about this because she finds this to be...
I thought of her when you're telling me this because I would imagine she is not only horribly disgusted, she wants to get rid of all your bedding.
She wants to move. Wants to get rid of everything.
New couch.
She brought up every little part of anything that's been touched by any kid.
Piece of fabric.
Yeah, get rid of it. Gone. I go, well, first of all, there's a spray. And then, of course, I hear this woman go, the sprays are not very effective. And I'm like, oh, my God, damn. So now
Shut up, lady.
She's yelling, and she
Why
goes...
did I come to Lice Land?
She goes to me next. She's looking around. She got the comb. She's spraying something in my head. And she gives me the... greatest words I've ever heard. You are lice-free. I'm lice-free.
For now.
No egg. Well, for now, but I don't have... She said...
But tomorrow you could have lice.
She said some people... I tell you what, I am very itchy right now. But she said some people do not have a good... environment for the lice to thrive. And I feel
You're so hairy, though.
I know. You are a lice...
I would have thought
paradise.
so.
Yes, you're a lice paradise. Thank you, Omar.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. So nice of you to say that.
If I were a lice, I'd be like, oh, that's the...
Thanks, Allie.
Yeah, that's the
my
stuff
heaven.
right there. Let's go hit that up.
A lot of options.
That's over the Rainbow Bridge.
A lot of options on me. But she goes, I'm lice-free. And then she's going through my wife's head as well. And she says, no lice, but maybe you should start using the rinse. So they kind of this whole, it's kind of a racket. And it's not cheap, by the way. Like, I was surprised at what they...
Was it $30 per person?
$30 to check per person. And then there's treatment, dude, on top of it, plus follow-ups. And I'm on Amazon.
Yeah, but can you get treatment recommendations and then go get your own
Right, so
stuff?
every time she's saying something, I'm like Amazoning it. I'm like, all right, what do you charge for that here? Okay, great, I can get that delivered for $11.
Right.
Okay, I'll run over CVS for that.
But a lot of Amazon stuff's delayed right now.
You're absolutely right. Is and she also says that a lot of this stuff's all back ordered because apparently lice is having a moment. Who knew? It's the trendiest
Dude, you should have done
infestation.
what my mom did when I had lice. I was about 6 years old. I came home. She gave me $5. Go shave your head. I
oh
went
my
to the
God, that'd
barber.
be so funny if your whole
Took it
family
all
was
off.
bald.
Oh, yeah, let me get you a haircut.
Wait a minute.
And your wife, too.
Is that is that a real solution, Omar? Just
Yeah.
shave the head?
Yeah.
That's how you get rid of
shave your
crabs.
head. Yeah.
What, Allie?
Oh.
What?
That's that. I just
What'd
said
you
it's
say?
how you get rid of crabs, too.
Yeah, you said that with like a lot of confidence and gusto. Huh?
You shaved your head?
I'm just saying, you are a great environment for lice. I happen to be a great environment for crabs.
I'll pull that clip.
Jesus. Well, you know what?
Anyway,
I was
doing
afraid
great.
I would be the embarrassing gross one on the show. But once again, Allie loves a challenge. And congratulations.
God, you're rotten. A monster.
I think you should shave your head just to be safe.
I'm lice free. The woman told me, and she gave me a proper look. But the rest of my place, at this point,
Did she check all the parts of your body?
know,
I feel like they could end up other places.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to know what's going on in my house, and I know other people have it much worse, she said the one way that you can really try to keep the lice, kill them all, is take whatever's got lice or could have lice on it and put it in your freezer. So I went home yesterday. I removed all the food from my freezer, and my freezer currently right now is full of hairbrushes, pillows, and sheets. That is what is in my freezer. That is what is in my freezer.
That's so disgusting.
And I feel like I don't even know if that's true or if she's just playing a trick on me, but regardless, hilarious.
The lice are like,
So be on the lookout. Yeah, and I'm getting a lot of intel
on the lookout for you.
On the text line. Don't come close to me. If we have an event anytime in the near future, just stay like far, far away from me.
323 said lice like clean hair, so maybe you're so dirty that the lice couldn't thrive in your head.
That text could be directed at you. Maybe. But thank you thank you for all of the concerns. And I'm telling you right now, apparently it's all over the place. So be on the lookout. Let's give you this on KROQ. It's Klein Alley Show. Grosser by the moment.
Ugh.
$760 says, "Oh, I am boned up. It's official. Allie doesn't shave." Well, there you have it. That's good news. Hey, how would you like a 4-pack of tickets? Monster Energy AMA Supercross, Angel Stadium of Anaheim on January 25th. Call us now. Call it 20. Those tickets are as good as yours. If you don't want those, I will happily give you Lice, because apparently very contagious. But claim your tickets. We'll give those away after Smashing Pumpkins. KROQ. K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. In a moment, going to give you the gift of living forever with a brand new round of old people's secrets. But first, we go to Pomona. We say hi to caller 20, which puts us on Dakota. Good morning.
What's up? Coming to you live from the 71 North. How you guys doing? Sweet
Doing
Jimmy.
great. Love the energy. You'll be going to Monster Energy AMA Supercross at Angel Stadium of Anaheim on January 25th. All right?
Yeah!
You'll fit in there nicely, I think.
Beautiful.
Hello?
No, you really sucked the energy out of him.
Hello, hello.
Oh, there he is. You wasted all the good stuff on the celebration. Hold on, okay?
All right, will do.
Okay, thank you.
Wow, he was so fake.
I thought that guy was full energy all the time.
Yeah,
I
right?
think he was putting it on for the radio.
Thank you so much, guys.
As you know, every
happened?
week we meet an old person that would like to share with you the secret. If you too would like to live forever, there's a fascinating documentary currently on Netflix about a guy whose plan is to live forever.
It's called Don't Die.
Yeah, and this guy does all sorts of things, including blood transfusions with his own son. But there's
Plasma.
other secrets you could do. It's time for a new old people's secret. Here we go.
From chicken brain to drinking rain, not getting laid, they call me the barmaid.
They call me the barmaid.
That's right. Let's live forever with sweet dibbits.
Sweet dibbits.
Time for some old people secrets.
We met this guy last year when he turned 101, but now he's 102, Allie, and he's got a new secret, but the same birthday location.
Harry Cerezo Perez celebrated a very special milestone today, turning 102 years old. The World War II and Korean War veteran has celebrated his past 2 birthdays at Hooters.
Oh, that's right.
Guy loves going to Hooters, and
That's gonna be Klein.
every year on his birthday, he's right back at Hooters.
His niece telling us it's a place Cerezo and his late wife used to go to before her passing.
Definitely not true.
That was her choice, and
Right.
they went for the wings.
She probably said, "We will never go to Hooters. You'll go over my dead body." And as soon as she died, he's like,
He's
"Great
like kicking
idea.
his heels, going to a Hooters.
I'm going to Hooters."
I mean, you know why he's going, because it's not like the guy can gum through some wings at this point.
No, even the boneless ones are probably an issue. So the guy is definitely just going there because, he wants to feel alive, and that's his one place to go.
Used to go to before her passing, making it somewhere special to her uncle.
I don't.
Somewhere special.
First of all, Hooters is something special to everyone's uncle. Let's be honest. That's what it should say on the sign. Hooters, something
Someone
special to your
Oh,
uncle.
yeah, exactly.
Cerezo sharing his secret to living a long and healthy life.
All right, guys, place your bets. He's all we know about the guy is he likes Hooters. He is a vet, though. Let's give him some props. What is his secret to living a long and healthy life? Allie.
I'm going to say, he's just going to say adding a little spice into your life.
Okay, spice. Jake the Nerd.
He seems like a chill guy. I'm going to say he likes to relax and have a beer.
Have a beer. Omar, what is his secret to a long life? The guy who likes to celebrate at Hooters every year. Sweet knockers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good guess.
But he's going to go,
Sweet knockers.
Sweet knockers.
Here's what he says, guys. This is the most important part of the news story.
Cerezo sharing his secret to living a long and healthy life.
We take the stage about 3 times a day.
Anyone get that?
Heck?
Anyone get that?
Something 3 times a day.
What the hell was that? The whole story is about the guy's secret. We all want to figure out how to live to 103, enjoy a nice...
Play it again?
We take the stage about 3 times a day.
God, that is a
He
toughie.
said put him on the glass 3 times a day.
Put him on the glass?
Put what on the glass?
You know.
Put him on the glass,
Put him
you
on the
know?
glass.
We take the stage about 3 times a day.
The TV is so loud.
It is
It's the only way you can hear it.
so loud.
Jesus.
They don't even bother. Usually the news reporters would then repeat what he said or say, they just move on.
Cerezo says he has 2 wishes. The first is to go back to Puerto Rico, his birthplace, and the second to celebrate his 103rd birthday at Hooters.
Okay. He just wants to go right back there. Well, there you have it. Live forever with that brand new old people secret, even though I don't think it was real.
Klein Alley Show.
The world famous KROQ.
Long Alley Show. It's your news, then we get into a brand new hour of the show. Quickly, though, Tracy, you're on the phone at 800-520-1067. What's up? Tracy.
Hi.
Hey, what's up? What can we do for you?
I guess it's because I'm a teacher. If you can understand kids, you can understand anything. I totally understood what the old man said was a secret.
Oh, what is the secret to living forever, according to the old man at Hooters?
He said every day he has 3 carrots.
Every day he has 3 carrots.
Like he eats carrots, maybe for his eyesight or something. If you listen back, he said 3 carrots.
Hold on, let me listen.
promise.
Let me take the stage about 3 times a day.
I hear it.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's unbelievable.
You are amazing.
That's teacher hearing. I can understand.
Yeah, you got like that X-Men skill right there.
There's teacher hearing and there's dentist hearing because they
Right.
can understand people when their mouth is
full of
open
stuff.
and full.
And they're like,
yeah.
Any plans for the summer? Like, shut up and fix my tooth.
Well.
Did you say shut up and fix my tooth? That's right, I did. How'd you hear that? All right, 3 carrots a day. That's all you need. That's a good old people secret. Never heard that one before.
I think that's a code word for erection.
Of course, we all know what that means. You didn't have to spell that out. And now your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
So you can donate time, you can donate money, goods, you can make a really long sentimental video. There are many ways to help LA rebuild and contribute. And we are finally starting to see some major companies stepping up. And it's fascinating to see what number each company landed on and how they made their announcement. Disney, as far as I know, is leading the way. They pledged $15 million, which is the biggest donation I've seen. And it's really nice to think of, local, the happiest place on earth, helping Southern California. It seems like that's a huge donation, and that's going to really help a lot of people. Netflix and Comcast have pledged $10 million each, which is very sizable. Then the NFL pledged $5 million. And all of these make Paramount's $1 million pledge seem a little bit weak, but still better than nothing, right?
Well, that's because no one's, paying for the Paramount Plus. They're canceling after the trial.
But then Kroger's announcement that they are raising $1 million.
Ooh.
They didn't say giving.
Not right. That's at the register. You can donate.
They said raising.
Everyone's doing their part in their own way. I don't think we should shame. It's very easy to go.
I don't want to shame, but Kroger... This is coming 6 months after the CEO of Kroger admitted to price gouging for people's groceries.
Yes.
So I understand it's good to do anything, but with a company like Kroger that is already under a lot of scrutiny for gouging and inflation and all of that stuff and taking advantage of that, and they have a lot of profit to work with right now, come on.
I know. But once again, everyone's going to think if I'm doing something, am I doing enough? Like Beyonce gave what'd she give? $2 million?
$2.5 million. But
it
it's
seems
like
a nice thing to give. And you can look at it and go, yeah, but what is that? The equivalent of me giving 11 cents. Sure, it is.
Yeah, but Klein, you said yourself earlier in the show, you don't like it when it's performative. And that's where some companies are like $15 million is a lot of money. And that's a we stand with LA statement.
Sure.
A major grocery store that was going to then buy other grocery stores and become the only grocery store conglomerate is going, I think we can spare
$1 million. But
$1 million.
What's the
but
number?
Then that seems like it's just for the sake of saying I did something rather than actually.
So what number would make you think, wow, they really stepped up?
A company like them?
Yeah.
$5 million at least.
$5 million.
$5 to $10 million.
All right.
For a company that is
multi-billion-dollar
company.
What about a big celebrity? What number starts to get you going? All right, that means something. Is it $1 million? Anything under $1 million is not even worth it?
Depends on the celebrity. Is the celebrity Elon Musk or is the celebrity Beyonce?
So that matters to you.
What about Pauly Shore?
Pauly Shore, I think if he gives $50, I'm happy.
$50.
Yep.
Come on, Pauly. The ball's in your court.
But if you're like,
he moved out.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, you're always at the top of the list of highest paid actors in Hollywood ever.
Maybe some of these people.
But he's somebody who's very generous.
Maybe some of these people are giving incognito. Maybe they don't want the glory. Like, I agree. A lot of businesses are doing it because they want that shine. Maybe some people are just kind of going, hey, cut a check,
and
send
I think
it out.
some people are. I'm not necessarily talking about individuals. It's the companies that I have been like, okay, what are we all doing to help each other here?
Right.
Because you guys are the ones who have most of the money. And a lot of the people that I've seen that are donating time, goods, money are people that are not millionaires and are not owning, they aren't CEOs of multi-billion-dollar companies.
I'm not going to toot my own horn that I gave $75,000 to an orphanage. Just going to let that float.
I love that the only thing you can think of is an orphanage.
That's right. Hey, listen, I'm not talking about it. That's quiet.
I don't think those exist anymore.
Well, it does. I built one. For my own kids.
And then also wanted to mention that the MLB is releasing some LA Strong merch. It's already up and available to purchase. So if you want to check it out, it looks really cool. All the local teams are on there, and all the proceeds from sales will go to the American Red Cross and the Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation. And that the Grammys are still set to take place on February 2nd with the intention of raising money for wildfire relief. Another thing that is going to proceed as planned is the presidential inauguration. It's going to take place next Monday with events leading up, and we have confirmed some of the performances that you will see. And there has been confirmed Carrie Underwood is performing. Also, the Village People are going to be at an event. Kid Rock is also going to be performing. And as you know, Trump has always loved the Village People. At one of his rallies that was not going as planned, he did this.
Go and vote. Let me hear that music, please. Play YMCA. Go ahead. Let's go. Nice and loud.
Here we go, everybody. So
he does love it, nice and loud.
There was a rally where he had 30 minutes of just dancing to the Village People.
Yeah.
So it's
a
very
dance party. It was crazy.
It's very,
what the hell?
It's very exciting.
Nice and loud.
Nice and loud for
it's people.
everybody.
Omar, you're a professional wedding DJ. What song gets more people up on the dance floor than that?
Nothing. That is it, sir. That is it.
That is it.
Really? Even though, what about the Last Dance song at the end of every wedding?
Oh,
Let's dance.
No, that's a
downer.
if you want to go cheesy or whatever, we're doing like Journey, Don't Stop Believing, Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen's a good one.
All people who wouldn't play at the presidential inauguration.
Right. Yeah. So.
And then finally, Starbucks is making a change to all of their stores when it comes to who can use the bathroom. The Starbucks bathroom has kind of turned into just a wasteland of whoever needs to, shower, clean themselves up, things like that, as long as you can get the bathroom code from the cashier.
Yeah, Johnny's got all those codes on the ready.
And now they are under a new code of conduct with the new CEO.
What's the code of conduct? 1314?
That's it, yep.
Nice. Good to know.
For all stores. No, you have to purchase something.
Oh, they're back to that.
And you have to prove that you've purchased something in order to get the bathroom code and to use it.
Yeah.
And that's going to be at all locations.
The forced purchase to use the bathroom is probably generating billions of dollars in the economy every year.
Yeah, but then you also run into people who don't care. Like the cashiers that are like, I don't know, here's the bathroom code.
Right.
Just go use it. It's not my company.
You just got to wait for someone else to leave. That's the other thing. Someone else is leaving, you can catch the door, you don't have to buy anything. But there is sometimes where, it's very clear. Restaurants should just have a very separate want to use the bathroom menu that just has their least expensive things on the side.
Oh,
Side of tomatoes.
Used to go all the time. I used to go with bring my own tea bag, and I would get a cup of hot water for 10 cents.
That is so sad.
It was delicious.
Allie has figured out a way to outsad the fire victims that we've already been talking about today. Congratulations.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, welcome to a brand new hour just after 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning. We stand with you, LA Strong, KROQ. If you need us, 800-520-1067 to call to text. Joining on the show this hour will give you a pair of tickets to Cruisin' to Freedom Benefit Dinner on January 18th at the OC Event Center, hosted by the Slave to Nothing Foundation and our favorites, In-N-Out Burger. That'll be happening later this hour. Listen when your way in. Also, this hour, from $1 Million Listing Los Angeles, Josh Altman will be on to help explain what exactly is happening with price gouging, rental gouging, real estate. There's a lot of questions after the fires and so much destruction. What will happen? And maybe you're not a homeowner, but maybe you need to rent something or will be renting something again soon. Can landlords just start jacking up the cost? Apparently it's illegal, but it's not stopping people from doing it. So we'll get some insight into that from someone who actually understands the world of LA real estate. That'll be coming up this hour on the show. And Jake is going to take us deep into his journal because he's once again journaling, as his forced resolution is the return of Jake's journal.
Yeah. I can't wait because he gave us an inkling as to what he was going to write about. I'm very curious as to what the details are.
Oh, is this stupid dream he said he had about me?
Yeah, Klein dream.
Oh, I don't want to. Can you go to a different
I've had a
passage?
Klein dream before, and it's never a good one.
Oh, yeah. Let's pick a different passage, Jake. How about that?
No, I'm good. Well, we can do 2.
All right. Well, anyway, we'll take a deep dive into Jake's journal. That's coming up. We'll do that after this one from MGMT, and then the game everyone's been waiting for, Telephone with Vanessa.
Whew.
It's not easy to get a message delivered from Vanessa because English is not her first, second, or third language. But we're turning it into a fun game on KROQ, your chance to play and win, and that's all coming up this hour right here. Klein Alley Show. We will get into the game with Vanessa in just a moment. It's very difficult to communicate with each other on the show. We work in communications. Technically, this should be easy, but this is the hardest part of the job. Is when you call with something, that message gets translated. I then try to deliver that message on the radio. Somehow, we mess it all up in the process, so we're turning it into a game of telephone with Vanessa. And I think communication, especially with everything that's been going on this last week, where it's been a lot of people telling people, I heard this, and I heard that, and I heard we have to be evacuated. It's been a lot of rumors and people spreading messages to each other that sometimes got lost in translation.
Yeah, but also it's not just messages between callers that get mixed up around here.
Yes.
There's a lot that gets confused with our bosses internally, and so we thought we would just test Vanessa. Even just talking about how this game is going to work
real problem
2 minutes ago
Yep.
was a huge problem.
So if you'd like to get in on that and have a message, anything you'd like to deliver, anything you have to say, you're going to say it to Johnny. Johnny's going to then tell Vanessa exactly what you tell Johnny. Vanessa will then deliver that message to us on the air, and we'll see if we're anywhere near how the message began. Some radio telephone, and we can call with that now, 800-520-1067. We'll get to that. But first, Jake has got his journal in hand because his forced resolution this year is to do some journaling, and maybe that is your resolution as well, processing emotions from the fires and everything else, writing down your thoughts at the beginning of the day, the end of the day. Jake had to do this last year. He did it for 3 months before he missed a day. Forgot to journal before midnight. As a result, he missed a day, and he lost our forced resolutions. He's back, another year of journaling. And, Jake, if you'd like to go ahead and start right now. I don't know, Allie says you had a dream about me. That's all I know. Is this the journal entry we're getting?
Yeah. Is this my music?
Is this okay? You want something else?
You want something sadder? We can find sadder.
No, this is sad enough.
Here, hold on.
That's good. Oh, yeah. I had a Klein dream. I never had a Klein dream before, but he was playing for the Yankees, and he hit a home run in the World Series to help him win.
Whoa.
I asked him if he was going to sell his ring because you're not making Jeter money. And he said he hadn't decided, but you work really hard so that they play you like you are making Jeter money, and all you really want is for the coaches to call you Muffin. That's a really big deal if the coaches start calling you Muffin, he says. And they've been doing it, so I'm doing really well. Anyways, good night, Muffin. I love you.
Wait, hold on. Jake, you had a dream that I was on the Yankees. I had a home run in the World Series, and you asked me if I was going to sell my ring.
Yeah.
And I said all I wanted was the coaches to call me Muffin.
Yeah.
That actually sounds like
I feel like that's one of those things where I would actually like to eat a muffin. I would trade my ring for a muffin, but...
Maybe you're just misremembering the dream.
No, I wrote it as soon as I woke up.
That's strange. I wonder what that means. There's some dream analyst that would probably say what that means exactly.
Yeah, muffin means something significant. But the fact that you hit a home run is amazing because in real life, that's how you lost your 2 front teeth, right?
Well,
is being bad at baseball?
I tried to field a grounder, and I lost my 2 front teeth. And it was not the World Series. It was a 3rd grade baseball game. But regardless...
Probably ate a muffin then, too.
Why couldn't I have the dream that I win the World... You're having a dream I'd like to have. That's a dream I would love. I'd love to wake up winning the World Series.
Yeah, but you don't have good dreams. That's one of your curses.
It's the worst. Every time anything good's about to happen, I get woken up. I wake up.
Do you ever dream, Jake?
Yeah, I wrote this one.
Yeah, but do you dream every night? Because some people don't dream ever, and then when you have a dream you can remember, it's extra significant, like this one with Klein.
I think I dream every night, but a lot of them are not significant. But this one stuck out about the muffin thing.
It's pretty insignificant. Go ahead, read us.
The muffin thing is important.
So insignificant.
Read us another entry as to more about what you do in your day.
All right. My buddy had a birthday party at a tiki bar that prides itself on their mixed drinks. He got some drink that was on fire, and then he sprinkled some stuff on it to make it more fire. And I was like, dude, what a dick. The buddy across the table had to evacuate. You're ordering a flame drink?
Oh.
What are you doing? But then we went to a swing dancing night at the Moose Lodge down the street, and somehow that was worse. I ordered a non-alcoholic beer that tasted like it had been in the fridge for a decade. Anyways, good night, Journal. I love you.
Wow, your weekend is...
just some of what Jake does in his life.
You went to a swing club?
It was like a swing dancing night at the Moose Lodge.
Swinger, you're saying?
No, swing dancing.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Did you swing dance?
No, I was there for like 5 minutes and then left.
Man, that is really sad stuff right there.
I just went there for the non-alcoholic beer.
It was gross.
All right, well, there you have it. A little look into Jake's journal. Keep doing it.
And a little look at his stand-up routine.
Yeah. You got any shows lined up in the future? Or?
Yeah, I would cut the evacuation.
I messaged a booker for a spot. He never got back to me.
Comedy clubs are actually burning themselves down right now because they don't want Jake to have to go there and ask to perform. I get it. It's a good call. All right, we'll be right back. Quick break. If you want to play the game with us, any message you want to deliver, we just want to see if our communication is completely flawed here at KROQ. 800-520-1067. We'll give you a prize next. Klein Alley Show. One of the first games you learn to play as a kid is telephone, and it turns out that even accidentally we play this game on a daily basis here while trying to put this live radio show on KROQ. You can watch us on YouTube as we're streaming live there as well. A lot of times messages get delivered. Either you call in the show to interact, you talk to Johnny passes something along to Vanessa, then Vanessa jumps in my ear and tries to deliver the message. It is oftentimes so far away from the original message.
Even this morning when we couldn't get the YouTube live stream working.
That was amazing.
To ask Vanessa what's happening with the live stream, and she was like, computers.
Yeah, she
That
goes,
was the answer I got.
computers.
They just said it was a computer issue.
Right.
Hey, I said the word computers.
Right, so that was the message we got, and we had to then deliver to you guys. Hey, sorry if you're trying to find us on YouTube now, computers. That's all we had to give you.
That's all they gave me.
This game is called Vanessa Telephone, and all you have to do...
The number you have reached has been disconnected.
Boom.
Johnny is taking your calls off the air like you would normally do if you interact with the show, and then he is going to deliver your message to Vanessa. She will then deliver it to us, and we'll see how far the original message is from the one we get delivered to us.
Even when Johnny and Vanessa screen the phone calls, getting the name and location of the person is sometimes lost in translation.
Sometimes it's a one-syllable name and a one-syllable location.
So
And
think
still-
about a whole sentence here.
So let's go ahead and let's see what Matthew called for. Vanessa, Johnny has taken the call. He has delivered the message of the call to you. And now why don't you tell us why Matthew's on the phone, and then we'll find out why Matthew actually called.
Okay, one sec. Johnny's going to tell me.
This is like it's like live what happens behind the scenes here at KROQ as we're trying to do. The fact that we got a show on there every day.
Stop talking
It's a
so
shock.
I
Okay,
don't
it's a shock,
Go ahead,
baby.
Hakua had 34 jars last night.
What?
Say what?
What?
Hoopa Hakua had 35 jars last night.
Oh my God, I think I know what she's saying.
Hoopa Hakua had 35 jars tonight.
Matthew, what is the message you were trying to deliver to us?
The message was Puka Nakua had 44 yards last night.
Yeah. Didn't get the name or the amount of yards right, and I don't think said the word yards properly.
No, but other than that, there was something in there. Close. I'm going to say that is actually...
You think that's a successful
That's
password?
successful. That's as good as we get right there.
And in our a point in our column, Klein, is that we are getting better at Vanessa translating.
That is one of the most difficult parts of the job. Is
It's
us
like a puzzle.
learning right. Exactly. All
I'm
right.
thinking I'm going to get fired after this, guys.
All right, let's
You're
say-
not making me sound good.
Let's go to David's message now.
Okay, volleyball.
Okay, volleyball. That was Vanessa actually talking to. Not since Tom Hanks and Wilson has there been a love story like Vanessa and volleyball. What a great one.
She also didn't say volleyball correctly.
I don't even know. And I think she was talking about a tennis story
I
at
thought
that
she was
point.
talking about Bollywood.
Okay, all right. What is the message that David called with? Vanessa, go ahead.
I pooped my pants and I don't have underwear. By the person I call.
I think people
It's not that funny.
People are just going to use this opportunity now
I know.
to get
We're
us
great sounders.
to get us
Sound bites.
to get us a lot of audio of Vanessa saying things.
This is taking a beautiful turn, isn't it, Klein?
Let's do a real one from Samantha. Our real one now. Samantha is delivering a message to Johnny. Johnny, you listen to what Samantha's calling for. Please tell Vanessa what that message is. Vanessa will then deliver that message to us, and then our job is, of course, to broadcast that to the masses. That's how telephone works.
Weird names encouraged.
Right. Go
All
ahead.
right. C'est la vie. C'est la vie.
Celery?
Oh, c'est la vie. I
Va-
think it's French.
Vanessa, what were you calling? What was your message?
C'est la vie.
Samantha,
C'est la
what,
vie.
hey, c'est la vie. Okay, of course.
I said it correct.
Well,
It sounds like
Ish.
she's saying celery with a different accent.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
what is Michael calling for? What is Michael calling for? Find out, Johnny. Let Vanessa deliver this to us in this game of Vanessa Telephone.
Banana Rama.
Oh, that was clear.
See, I think she can handle like simple 2 words. It's a sentence, or it's anything that would have the details we would need to a story.
Mm-hmm.
See what Timothy is calling for. Take Timothy's call off the air.
Yeah,
Listen to what
she can do more than one word.
Well,
If it's
like
one
a phrase.
Yeah.
Sometimes she can't do more than one word. It depends on the word. And then she must say it immediately, because if you let any time go by...
Yeah, that's what's great, is that she's literally repeating it as you're telling her,
Right.
because she's going to lose it.
She'll lose it. So that's the problem, is that if anything goes by...
Okay, let's go. I got it.
No, hold on. We're not ready yet for you. Just relax. Just relax, Vanessa. We're going to go to Timothy's message next. So he called in the show. He's got something to deliver. He told Johnny. Johnny passed over to Vanessa. Vanessa's deciding if it's worthy of air. Then she'll deliver the message to us. Go ahead, Vanessa. What did Timothy call with?
Bobby and Whitney show.
What?
Yep. No, it doesn't make sense. Bobby and Whitney show.
Okay, let's go to Timothy and find out.
Timothy, is that what you said?
Yeah, Bobby Whitney show.
All right.
What?
I guess that's wonderful. Feel really dumbing it down for Vanessa right there.
We said a phrase or a sentence, not just any noun. Give Vanessa some credit, guys.
Let's Robert. We'll give Robert the final chance to prove our point that the communication, even though we technically work in communication, is not up to snuff. I'm sorry for everyone else who would like to get your important messages passed on to us, but as you know, this last week really tested our system, our resources. We got false.
Ready?
Hold on, still setting it up.
It's set.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Ali
Vanessa.
has crabs and Klein has lice.
Okay, well that's just you're just repeating stuff from earlier in the show today. All right, so we learned nothing at all. There
We
is.
learned that I could say what's up.
All right, go with Mendez then. I bet you Mendez will have a message you can't deliver properly. And then we will talk to Josh Altman and find out. There's a lot of questions involving rentals, real estates, home values. Maybe you didn't lose a house in the fires, but you're wondering what this means for all of us.
Yeah.
And is this making
How's it
LA
gonna change
a
LA?
more desirable place to live, a less desirable place to live? Are landlords becoming slumlords before our very eyes? All questions that people have. We'll get to those answers in just a second. All right, this is the final message. Please deliver this in the way it was intended.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Whoa,
Boom, bitches.
Boom, bitches. Well done. All right.
That was great.
Proof that you are a professional.
Yeah, you just got to put your mind to it, Vanessa.
Give one of these people some tickets. Thanks.
Sweet of its guys. I got a complaint. specifically to Klein.
Wait in line. That's a long line. Take a number. We'll get to your complaint from me coming up, but we have pressing issues. And as you know, we've been hanging out with you every single day as these fires have ravaged so much of Southern California. And we're trying to put on a show to create a much-needed distraction, maybe give you some entertainment. But there are still a lot of questions as the fires still continue to burn as to what will L.A. look like down the line. And what is going to happen to Pacific Palisades, Altadena, Pasadena area, other areas that are being burned right now? And how will it affect you if you're a homeowner? How will it affect you if you're a renter? There's so many questions, and I've seen a lot of people saying a lot of things, including people that are price gouging right now, and wanted to get to the bottom of it, so figured I should turn to the only person I know that is an expert in all things real estate, a good personal friend, but also the star for 15 seasons of $1 Million Listing Los Angeles. Josh Altman now returns to KROQ. Hello, Josh.
Kevin, what's up, buddy? How are you?
Glad you and your family are safe.
You too.
Actually, we're not. We have lice, but that's a separate story. We'll talk about.
You're still safe.
Talk about that another time.
Keep your kids away from my kids, then.
I will. Don't worry. He says that all the time, regardless of the lice. Let's talk about the situation we're in now. As a real estate guy, is this a terrible time or a good time? And I don't mean that because selfish reasons, but I mean that is it a good time or a terrible time to be doing real estate in Los Angeles?
Yeah, no, it's a terrible time. There's nothing fun about this. There's nothing good about these calls that I'm getting literally nonstop. And my phone's been ringing for the past 72 hours, just never stopping. And every single person is somebody who has lost a house, who has been displaced, whether they're looking for a very short term, whether they're looking for a long-term lease, whether they're looking to buy. But it's even showing houses to these people. You just have a pit in your stomach because they just talk about, we're out looking for a new place to live with our family because our house got burnt down. I personally know about 50 people who lost houses. That's because of what I do for a living, obviously. And, these are houses that we sold to them. We've celebrated with them in these houses. We've spent time with their family in these houses. And they are 100% gone. In fact, an agent on my team lost their family house. So we've been helping him out. But it's a total disaster. It's not the type of busy that you want to be in real estate. It's not like when there were 2% interest rate, everybody was great and happy. This is not good at all for anybody. It's going to take a long time.
I was reading that people who have lost their homes that still have a mortgage still have to pay their mortgage. Is that true, or is there some kind of program or something that people can do so they don't have to pay mortgage on a house that's no longer there?
Yeah, so look, the biggest issue that we're dealing with right now is the fact that the insurance is, in 99% of the cases, not going to cover rebuilding this home that these people have lost. So, you do have to still keep paying the mortgage. The insurance is supposed to cover that, but a lot of people, including a friend of mine in the Palisades, had all his money in a house. He was dropped by an insurance company literally 3 months ago.
Oh.
I mean, could you imagine that? And look, it's life. You forget. Maybe you don't get fire insurance the next day because you're busy taking your kids to school or something like that. It wasn't on purpose he didn't get insurance. It's just he was busy. So we're hearing these horror stories right and left. But, you can't build at $500 a foot in places like the Pacific Palisades. It's more like $1,000 a foot. So if you live in an 8,000 square foot house, for instance, it's going to cost you $8 million to rebuild that house. And you're not getting that from the insurance company.
If you're a renter, Josh, though, and all of a sudden you see, all right, I've got a rent and it's pretty set and I'm in a building, whatever, but our people are starting to now see that the rent prices are getting jacked up, and there's a rule. There's you can get violated, especially landlords that are trying to gouge, right, price gouge. They can get in trouble for doing that.
So there is a law for state of emergencies where you cannot raise your price over 10% from what it was before the natural disaster. So there has been cases where there have been landlords who maybe they charge $2,000 a month for rent 2 weeks ago, and now those same exact places are $4,000. So legally, they're really only allowed to take a $2,000 a month of rent to $2,200 max. Anything over that is considered price gouging. No, listen, this is new territory for all of us. I didn't know that law. Mm-hmm. I like to think I know everything real estate, like you say, Kevin, but I didn't know that because we've never dealt with this. It's a lot of uncharted waters here. It's a really bad situation. There are multiple thousands of people now entered into the real estate market, not because they wanted to, but because they have to.
And when it comes to, I know this is looking way far into the future, but rebuilding Altadena and the Palisades, do you predict that it's going to be more of the same people moving into those same locations, or is it just going to be a whole new ball game with a whole other landscape? Like, is the city any of it going to look the same at all?
So, look, of course, over time, they're going to rebuild. LA is strong. They're going to come back. It's going to be a long time. That's the reality of it. Myself and 45 other agents just sent through an open letter to the government to try to get them to change the things that we feel are actually going to make the process speedy so people can get back into these houses. I assume that most people will not move back because you have to guess that it's going to be 3 to 4, maybe even 5 years till these houses are finished. It's going to take a month till you can get a year till you can get permits. So they have to change that process for people whose houses burned down. They have to go to the front of the line. They have to be able to put a shovel in the ground within the next 60 days. And then ideally they would be back in their house in 2 years. But I got to tell you, with the insurance stuff going on, you got to assume 50% or not. The Brentwood market, I'm talking about the Palisades because I live right near there. The surrounding areas like Santa Monica, Brentwood, Bel Air, Beverly Hills, those markets are going to get stronger because all those people want to be as normal to their life as possible. Mm-hmm. And so they just want to stay near there. But, I have not walked the Palisades yet. I'm supposed to go walk it, to go see it. The first responders that I'm friends with have told me it's the worst thing they've ever seen times 10 if you're just watching it on TV.
And for the people in both neighborhoods that got totally affected, where their house, they didn't lose their house, because we're seeing all these stories where every house burned on the street except one. And there's a house there, and it's technically still standing, and everyone's saying it's a miracle. But it's also, that's not a miracle, because now they have to make a decision. Does that house, they're now living on a construction zone, it smells of fire, those people probably wouldn't qualify for any insurance because their house didn't get destroyed, right? But their house is there now and probably as unlivable as some of the ones that burnt down.
So actually, really, I've been through this before. You can't live in those houses for multiple reasons. The smoke damage, it's not like you can just repaint the interior and it doesn't smell anymore. Drywall smells like smoke once it has smoke damage. You have to gut those houses. So even if there was a miracle and you're the house on the street that didn't burn down, you still can't live there for multiple years. One, you're going to gut it, which is going to take a whole year to put it back together. And two, you're not going to live in, like you said, you're not going to live in a construction zone where literally every house on the street is being built. You're not going to have your kids run around when there's big equipment all day, every day for the next 2, 3, 4 years there. So unfortunately, I assume most of these families are going to move on to another place.
Josh Altman, $1 Million Listing. You know him from that show. He's called it quits after 15 seasons because he made too much money. And now he is helping us, give us information that we need as we rebuild L.A. I know you've been busy. Thank you for spending some time to catch up on KROQ. Greatly appreciate you fighting the good fight.
I love you guys. Thanks for having me.
There he is, the great Josh Altman. Quick break, back with more show next.
106.7 KROQ. KROQ. Klein, Ellie, Show.
K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. Let's find out what's going on in the news. Your ADD news starts right now here on K-Rock.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Well, according to Klein, no matter how devastating everything has been this week, as long as the Rams are doing well, we're all okay.
Listen, it's funny because a lot of people were making the argument. You think the Rams are going to possibly lose a game after they're playing for a city?
Katie said that last night when we were watching. She was like, they're going to win, of course.
And
it's all fixed.
They're wearing the LAFD sweatshirts and everything. But just to remind everyone, the Chargers were also doing the same thing a few days before, and that didn't seem to help them at all.
Also true.
A lot of people said, oh, yeah, I mean, it's just, if you believe the NFL is scripted, it's the feel-good story. I do think, and it's nice every once in a while when a city is involved in tragedy and their team is, playing, you do get a little bit of sympathy support as well.
Well, of course, I think across all games over Wild Card Weekend, they were making statements about the fires and taking a moment of silence and all that stuff. So then there was a little bit of a, hey, you know what? Even if I hate the Rams, if they win, I'm okay with it.
And who was the player that got 45 yards yesterday, Vanessa?
I don't know. Hapua Chukua.
Nailed it.
Hapua Chukua.
Nailed it.
It means no worries.
You say it 3 times, it shows up. Boom.
The Rams did win their wild card game last night easily, and what's ironic is that it was being played at State Farm Stadium, an insurance company that announced they would stop taking applications for residents in Southern California. But in their defense, they generally have not been dropping people. They're just not taking new people.
No, they dropped me.
State Farm did?
Oh, yeah.
So I had read that they were generally not dropping people. It was just a no new applications type of deal. Because there are other insurance companies that were just flat out dropping people. So they flat out dropped you?
Yeah, they would not renew my homeowners, and then they would not offer to do a renter's policy anymore. So then you lose the bundle.
And you've gotten dropped by your therapist, your insurance company.
Yep.
Who else?
Oh, the year is young, Allie. We'll find out.
Well, the Lice didn't want him either.
Yeah,
That's
Lice.
True.
Technically, the
Great
Lice
point, Omar.
wanted everyone else in my family, but not me.
So enough of that noise. So now the Rams will play the Eagles next Sunday at noon, and hopefully Rams fans will be treated better than the Packers fans were when they played the Eagles over the weekend. I don't know if you saw this video. It's gotten millions of views, and I won't play the audio because the quality is really bad, but this Eagles fan is getting a lot of hate because he was trolling and yelling at a Packers fan, a woman right in front of him, and was kind of heckling her throughout the game. And then, once the Eagles got a first down, he was like, "There you go, you dumb," insert expletive here. And then when another guy was like, "Dude, just kind of watch the game and shut up," he was like, "Well, she's a dumb C word." And then he was like, "What are you going to do about it? Why don't you shut the F up and watch the game?" So that has been circulated so much that, of course, his employer has now gotten wind of it.
And he got promoted.
And he got promoted.
Because Eagles fans are some of the scummiest fans on the planet. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They are a scummy bunch of people.
I mean,
And
are you surprised at a video like this?
No,
I am not.
No, not at all. Philadelphia fans are specifically Eagles fans.
I think they make the list of the most annoying and aggressive fans.
I think that's the first
every
place
year.
they had to build a jail in the stadium. That's how terrible the fans were there.
So his employer said that they have now been made aware of a video circulating involving an employee making offensive remarks outside the workplace, and now they are denouncing that type of behavior and doing a, quote, full investigation. And I would imagine that not only would he be removed from that workplace, but he may even be banned from an Eagles game and not be able to attend the divisional round. Of course, we're learning a lot about some of the people who have lost their homes in the fires. I mentioned a guy, a CEO, last week, Keith Wasserman, who had offered any amount for private firefighters to protect his home in the Palisades fire. Unfortunately, he did lose his home. Then there's another guy, a former U.S. swimmer, Gary Hall Jr., who he lost his home, and he had 10 gold medals, Olympic medals in his house.
Way to rub it in, Allie. Not golds,
No, he had some golds, but it was like golds, silvers, and bronzes.
A loser Olympian
There
lost
was
the
a
gold,
mix.
then lost his house. Here's Allie with your news. Thanks, Allie.
I didn't want to miss. Okay, it wasn't all gold, but there were some golds mixed in.
Guy lost some participation
Okay.
ribbons in his fire.
Anyway, he has announced that he's very appreciative that the International Olympic Committee is going to replace all 10 of the Olympic medals.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Did they have extras from all those years back, or he's getting new ones, new and improved Olympic medals?
Well, he won in the 90s. I would imagine that they don't have that. They're not making them in the same way anymore.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure they have extras that float around from all the years, but that's very, very cool for them to step up and do that.
I agree. That's all I got, actually.
All right, there's your news. We get into a brand new hour of the show. We'll do it the second this one's done from Bad Omens right here on KROQ.
Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, just after 9 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. Welcome to KROQ. LA's strong. Say it, you wear it on a shirt. What does it really mean? Look at some of the thousands upon thousands of people that have been donating, volunteering, and helping to set up, try to help people rebuild that need the help. We're here for you as well. Actually posted on our Instagram yesterday, one of our listeners lost his entire house, Altadena area. His house of 30 years. He's got a GoFundMe, no shortage of GoFundMes. There's lots of ways you can help out. Do what you can, and maybe that's with your time, and maybe that's with giving some clothes or some food, doing some drop-offs.
New clothes.
New clothes is what they prefer. Allie attempted yesterday and failed miserably to do a drop-off. We'll get into that. The donation fails. They continue. But first, a complaint call that we promised we would get on the radio, because I think that's what the world needs now, is more complaining.
Sweet of guys. I got a complaint, specifically to Klein. Klein, I'm going to need you to stop being mean to Allie. Yes, we know Allie has growth tendencies. You know, she drops her kid a lot, and she's weird. We get it. And she has like that weird mole on her lip that's herpes or whatever. What? But can you guys, specifically Klein, stop being mean to Allie, okay? She's going through a difficult time. Her cat just died. It's getting cremated. Somehow it's like connection to the fires. Let's just be nice to Allie for a day. Like, maybe not a day. Maybe like the entirety of the show. 30 minutes. Let's be nice to Allie for 30 minutes. I bet Klein will fail. But, like, come on. Like, she's going through a lot. Her wife's cheating on her. She already has enough on her plate. Please, Allie, beat their butts, okay? Bye.
That message was meaner than anything I've ever said to Allie.
I feel horrible.
Yeah, that woman trying to defend you really ended up insulting you in many ways. In fact, what you don't know is just off the air a moment ago, Allie got a call from the vet that said the ashes are ready for pickup.
Ow. There she is. My precious Zoe.
Are you going to go stop and pick them up today? Or
yeah, I'm going to pick them up on the way home.
The best was your follow-up question to her.
What?
You're like, do I need to get them immediate? Like, it was like, do I need to get them now, or can they sit around for a few weeks?
No, I was just wondering. I thought that they'd deliver them to you because they don't want you to walk again into that communal waiting room.
Right.
And pick up your dead
a box
cat's
of ashes. Yeah, that's a sad thing that you have to do.
I assumed that delivery was included because that's what happened with yours.
Mine were delivered to the wrong coast, wrong state. Then they finally figured it out.
She was like, I have Zoe's ashes.
Well, at least
I'm like, okay,
at least
so what
she
now?
said ashes, because when they called me at first, they're like, we have Chloe here. And I'm like, you do? She's back?
She's back?
It's like a Pet Cemetery situation.
Yeah, and then
she's not the same.
And then
but do you want her?
I remember the person's call. They're like, we're calling about Chloe, but yeah, like, we have her. And I was like, well, you do? And then she's like, hold on.
And she's chewing off my leg.
She's doing all this, and she goes, no, we have her remains. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's how I knew
I
that
think
part.
ashes sounds better than remains.
It does. And maybe not now with the fires going on.
What about
but
leave-ins?
Leave-ins is nice. We should probably
You got her
change.
leave-ins.
So anyway, Allie's been going through a lot. So I will be nice to you this half hour, starting now for the next 30 minutes. You will get
Definitely didn't start 5 minutes ago.
No, it starts right now. Starts right now. 30 minutes starting now, minus the last 5.
I have been struggling.
25 more minutes of goodness. We'll get to it all. Lots going on this hour on the show. Thanks for hanging out with us here on KROQ. Klein, Alley Show.
It started off as a good idea.
I can't even believe what you're saying, and I can't believe you're saying it right now in a 25-minute chunk of time. I'm not allowed to be mean to you, which is a terrible time for you to bring up this because there's so many mean things I'd like to say.
So this all started when last week I was looking at the news, and I was, all the fires have been horrible, and then I was looking at all of the leftover cat food I had for my cat that we had to put down last week, and I was like, you know what? I should probably donate this to somebody who needs it because I don't need it anymore, and my cat doesn't need it anymore.
What about the other cat? Don't you have two cats?
She doesn't eat the same food.
Oh, you
she had
spoiled ass cats.
Uppity cats.
No, my other cat just eats regular crap food. Zoe had to eat like wet food because we were trying to get her to put on weight.
Got it.
So she was eating like fancy wet food,
fancy
and stuff
feast,
like that. Fancy feast.
Right.
So, but I'm not going to feed that to my other cat. And
you didn't think about eating it yourself or feeding it to your son?
Well, it is human grade. But it has like liver gravy or something, and I thought that would maybe get stuck in my teeth.
Yeah, right.
So I decided, what, I should donate it, and then Katie and I were like, let's do a Costco run. We'll buy some, because I went to the animal shelter. I was like, what do you guys need? I don't want to just bombard you with a bunch of stuff that you don't need right now, because you have to sort through everything. They said, we could always use food. And they said the types of brands that they like at Costco, so we went there, we got some stuff.
So you went, because I think it's a very different level of donor right here. You went, purchased something with the intent of purchasing it just to donate it.
Yes,
very different. Put you in a tier above the person that just looks around their house for stuff that they're not using and donates it. Not that that's not nice, but it's a different level. When you say, I'm buying stuff with the intent of buying it just to donate it.
Yes, because I didn't want to.
Next level.
Yeah, I didn't want to just be like, here's some old cat beds. I didn't want to, which is fine.
They'll take that too, though.
They'll take it, but it's just I went there and I wanted to figure out what they needed first, because I know it can be really overwhelming for some of these people.
Right.
So I went and got the stuff. Yesterday, I went back to actually physically donate it, and on the way there, I was like, maybe they have a lot of evacuee animals that need
horses
care.
And stuff.
No, I don't have horse space. But I was thinking, maybe I could
a good goat,
do my part to foster an animal that's been evacuated. Just because we lost our cat, maybe it would be a nice way to bring some joy into the house and to give back in a way by volunteering our time.
Are you thinking to yourself, maybe Zoe, your cat of how many years? 15?
16.
16 years decided, I'm going to peace out of this planet a day before the fire start to make a little space for a younger, healthier cat that can come and live with my lesbian family?
Well, I will say she would have hated all of this. She hated being moved around.
Right.
She hated the crate. So we really do believe that she pieced out, because she was like, I'm not leaving this damn house ever again. But it's funny that you say younger and healthier, because I went there, and first of all, when I pulled in, noticed that there was a whole separate shed area full from floor to ceiling with dog food and cat food. I mean, more food than you could even ever see at Costco.
Donations.
All donations.
Good.
And as I was picking up my bags to drop them off, somebody was backing a truck in with a pallet of dog food.
To donate. Which makes your donation look pretty lame.
So I turned right around and I put it back in my car.
Seriously? you reverse donated?
I said, this just looks sad at this point.
Well, you
that
go
I'm
return
donating.
It to Costco?
No, I'm not going to return it. I think I'm going to donate it later on when the donations have... Because everyone's donating now. But they need donations all year long.
Yeah, donate when they don't need it. Good idea.
Does the food expire, though, Allie?
Good question.
It did before she bought it. It was definitely on sale.
Yes. It is sitting in the back of my trunk. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I filled out...
I know what you're going to do.
I'm not going to return it because the line at Costco is too long.
You're going to return it. You're going to return. Allie doesn't want her donation to get overshadowed by a pallet donation. So she wants to go to another place.
It just made it seem embarrassing and sad.
Allie, every little bit of kibble helps.
I know, but maybe there's another place that needs it more.
It's all going to get to the animals that need it. It's not like they're going to waste it. Maybe Pantyhose Greg gets to eat
But like
some
Vanessa said, it expires. Maybe they have too much food right now.
No, there's no such thing.
So I fill out the foster parent stuff, and they have to say, have you been convicted of a crime? Have you ever been convicted? Have you ever been accused of animal cruelty? All that stuff. I fill it out. Don't really read it. Just hand it in. And they say, great. We actually have a cat that you can foster right now.
Oh, no. Stop it.
His name is Cheddar. And he's
Gotta get him.
15 years old.
15?
Oh my God! No, what are you doing?
And I was like, that is 1 year younger than my cat that just died.
You should have made an aged cheddar joke. Would have been great. Would have crushed.
You know what? They have a great sense of humor there. All the lesbians that work there would have loved it.
I bet. Drive back and make that joke.
So
Come on.
I said, well, how long has he been here? And they said, well, just a couple of weeks. We still have to get him through the sick ward because they have to like go through a process before they can actually release them to a family.
What kind of sick animal? I'm not talking about cheddar.
Are you talking about me?
I'm talking about the person. What type of sick animal dumps a cat after 15 years of knowing the cat and then goes, you know what? You're a little too much to handle.
So,
I mean, I plan on doing that with my parents, sure, but...
but not an animal.
Yeah, not an animal.
So then I go, well, do you know why the owner surrendered the cat? And they said, no, we don't have any information on that. And I was like, well, so I don't know if the cat all of a sudden changed and was doing something. I don't know anything about the cat.
Out?
Could it have what?
Could it have gotten out?
No, they said the owner surrendered the animal.
Okay.
That means like...
So after 15 years, the owner said, peace out.
But this wasn't before the fires. Like, got to evacuate.
Well, they said right now they can't foster out the evacuated animals yet.
Till people come back.
Yeah, because they need to make sure...
Do some people not come back? Do some people go, hey...
Well, some people don't have homes, so they don't have any way to house their cat. Or there was a turtle there was a parrot, there was...
Take them all.
I know. And then they were like, but these bunnies, and they were trying to pawn off the bunnies.
Yeah, bunnies are a mess.
And the lady said they are less maintenance than cats, I promise you. And I was like, I don't know, I think we'll go. So I have to call back in a couple days and we might have a 15-year-old cat in our house.
You're just going to go through this process all over again.
Yeah, but they said we can return the cat whenever we want to, which seems kind of messed up.
That's what they always say.
You should go back and bring 1 can of food to donate.
Well, listen, for the purpose
I have it all in my car.
For the purpose of this show and your life getting more chaotic right now, I think the very least you can do is adopt this old cat.
Like, what if the cat started peeing on a bunch of stuff, and that's why they brought it back?
Very possible. Could start clawing stuff.
It just needs a new couch to pee on.
Sure, you got that.
And I could be that couch.
Well, Allie's doing good. And I can't say what I really want to say because we're still in the 20-minute window where I have to be nice.
But Omar thinks it's a good idea, right, Omar?
No, it's a terrible idea. You're going to kill that cat within months.
Okay. What an uplifting message. Hey, it's Klein and Allie from Klein. internet full of mysteries and riddles. You never know what to trust anymore. It's a good thing that Facebook has that fact-checking thing going. Oh, wait, what? They don't? No. Well, there's a male stripper that has come clean, and he has given us what he believes is the percentage of females and brides-to-be that do cheat during their bachelorette party. We will get to the answer of that and more when we do some clickbait, and we'll do it next, right here on KROQ. Who's cheating on bachelorette parties? Let's get into that answer and more. It's time for us to solve the internet with some clickbait. Here we go. Bait. Start with this one, though. Bait. This is actually good news, guys, because apparently this popular childhood beverage is giving men a huge boost to their libido. Something that you drank perhaps a lot as a child and then have stopped drinking as an adult. Apparently, you start drinking it again because they are now finding, and this is experts and scientists and doctors and sexperts and all the other stuff, this could really boost your libido. Gentlemen, what is it?
Well, I know men.
Yes, you do.
And
you're built like one.
I am.
Oh, and I mean that as a positive.
I took it as a positive. Thank you, Klein.
I didn't mean it that way. Damn.
I'm going to go with Kool-Aid. Because if you think about the Kool-Aid man bursting through that wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that guy probably had a great libido. And I think that is something that charges you up.
Definitely did not have a great
It's
libido.
all sugar, by the way.
Guy
I think
was
that gives you diabetes. Man.
Sexually pent up, the Kool-Aid man. He was ready to break through walls and stuff. Couldn't even use a door.
Well, maybe somebody invited him. Did you ever think about that?
Definitely not. That'd be terrible. Every time he comes over, your house value plummets.
God damn it.
Stupid
I'm definitely
Kool-Aid
going to
man.
get caught cheating when you come in like that.
Oh, yeah. All right. Allie says Kool-Aid. This childhood drink is apparently, they're calling it almost a miracle drug, saying it is almost the equivalent of Viagra.
What?
That's what they're saying. Omar,
cheaper.
what do you say?
I mean, the only drink that I remember having as a kid that I don't have it as an adult is chocolate milk. So I'm just going to go with chocolate milk.
Well, a lot of guys, like bodybuilders, do chocolate milk after they work out, don't they?
They do.
Like protein milk, yeah.
Yeah, protein milk, Yoo-hoo. Does that count? Love Yoo-hoo.
I don't think so.
I think everyone's libido's down now.
Jake, what is the popular childhood drink that apparently is having miracle effects on men's libidos?
I'm going to say, since it involves stabbing something, Capri Sun. The act of stabbing gets you all jacked up.
When you close your tiny lips over that mini straw.
I think this is going to be devastating for many people, but I think Capri Sun has moved away from their
formula,
their pouch. They don't have that pouch anymore. That was one. There was the one differentiating thing. They had that cool pouch.
And
now
it's complete BS.
I think they've gone to straight up juice box now, right?
They've gone box.
Big mistake on their part. All right. Well, anyway, you're all wrong.
What if is it Sunny D? Says it in the name.
Right in the name, Sunny D. Boing. It's grape juice, guys. Grape juice is having astonishing boosts.
All right.
Men who drink it regularly are saying that they are having apparently way less any sort of problems down there. In fact, quite the opposite. They're all
less any kind of problems down there.
Erectile dysfunction,
wow.
any of the issues. Apparently, drinking that grape juice, which is something I think you drink that until you're old enough to drink wine or beer or whatever. You're like, hey, grape juice, fancy night, grape juice.
And I hate juice, but I cannot have grape juice in the house because I will drink all of it.
Well, apparently, Allie, your libido is going to be through the roof.
Yeah, that's why I'm built like this, baby.
Just did some research, and they found that thing is, I'm sure it has something to do with the stuff inside the grapes. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. But regardless, according to the research, different varieties. Red grape juice has more effect than even the white grape juice, but these could have. I don't know. They're saying, I don't know. Once again, this could just be grape juice PR saying, let's go ahead and get a story out there quickly and start boosting sales.
Oh yeah, big grape.
No one's buying the Welch's anymore now that they're all adults, but apparently, for those of you that are, you're getting all tubed up, all boned up. So congratulations. Here we go. All right, this next one. This is the time of day that, according to experts, if you are drinking your coffee, you could live a much longer life. Drinking your coffee this time of the day, you could live a much longer life. Actually, scientifically proven to extend your life based on the time of day you drink your coffee. Must click, must need the answer. What is it?
God, that's tough. I would say around 1 o'clock when the lull happens, when the crash from the first coffee.
That's terrible advice.
All right, Allie says 1 in the after. You're talking
because
1
it's going to prevent you from getting a good night's sleep, Allie.
PM or AM, Allie?
I was going to go with A.
Which
but I'll go P.
Which dumb answer are you going to go with? A or P? All right, here we go.
I'm going to go with Kool-Aid again.
All right, great answer. Great answer. Oh, yeah.
Sunny D!
Omar, according to the experts, this is the time of day you should be drinking your coffee if you want to extend your life.
All right, everybody has coffee first thing in the morning. I know you shouldn't do that. The first thing you should be drinking is water. Everybody tells you that. So I'm thinking everybody gets up around 6. You should drink your water. I think the perfect time to have your coffee where you're going to get some extended health benefits is around 8 to 9 a.m.
Jake the nerd, you're not a coffee guy, but you do love your Monster Energies first thing in the morning.
I'm going to try to be a coffee guy. It's one of my New Year's resolutions.
Have you had any coffee yet? It seems like a very solvable resolution.
Yeah, I got to buy the pods. I got to learn how to work the
You
thing.
have not had any coffee yet. It's now the what is it? The
It's
15th?
literally the easiest resolution is to drink coffee.
Jake,
what everyone does every day.
Jake, you've had no cups of coffee this year so far?
I got to learn how to work the thing you gave me.
There's
coffee right there.
There's 4 different ways to make coffee 5 feet from where you're sitting right now.
I don't know how to do that.
You put a pot in and you press a button.
One button.
I want to drink espresso.
Truly idiot-proof.
I just want a shot of espresso. I want an espresso shot.
So your New Year's
Do you like
resolution...
espresso?
He doesn't know.
It's fine.
What a resolution.
Jake, your resolution is to drink coffee, and you've had no
Shots
coffee.
of espresso instead of energy drinks is what I want to do.
But have you had no drips of coffee this entire year so far?
No.
Okay.
What is the point of this?
All right.
I just want to.
Is there any benefit of doing this? Like,
Well,
usually it's like I got to exercise and lose weight, health and all
I
that.
just think it's probably better than Red Bulls.
Yeah, he drinks a lot of energy drinks, and he wants to be an espresso guy. He wants to have one of those little tiny cups.
Yeah, cool cup.
It's so tiny.
All right, so what is your guess, Jake?
I think the morning would be too obvious because everybody does that in the morning. So I'm going to say 11 a.m.
All right, Omar's right. Believe it or not, and this was a study put together by the Tulane University, found that drinking coffee in the morning was linked to lower death rates compared to drinking it later in the day, as Dumb Alley suggested. I'm just reading what they wrote, because that will interfere with your sleep.
They didn't say that at Tulane University.
They sure did.
Or whatever it's called.
Is that half hour up or?
It's close enough. I'm rounding up. So yes, the answer is you want to have it in the morning, preferably before 9 a.m. There you go. All right, live longer. Now you've learned 2 things today: 3 carrots and a cup of coffee before 9 a.m. Last one. Here we go. All right, according to a male stripper, and he has performed at thousands of bachelorette parties, so he is an expert. This is what he believes is the percentage of brides-to-be that will cheat at a bachelorette party. And he also talked about women in general cheating and their kind of ways that women cheat differently than how guys do. But he said specifically this is a percentage of brides-to-be that he says do cheat.
Is this full-on sex, or?
He didn't go into specifics about it, but it sounds like in the way that the article is written, he's talking about, more than just, the standard stripper lap dance.
Okay.
So I think this is going to be a higher number than a lot of people think. And I think in general, the stereotype is that men cheat more often than women do. But I think at bachelorette parties, more women give themselves a free pass. And I think it's going to be 50%.
50% of brides-to-be cheat. It's weird because I would think a large percentage of women would find the male stripper, just the concept, gross. I think guys are able to move past the grossness of it very quickly. But I think women a lot of times go, this is kind of, even if the guy's attractive and good shape, there's a grossness to it. At least I keep telling myself that.
No, I don't think that we think it's gross.
Damn. Really hold that hope
I
on
think
that.
anyone can get past the grossness. And I don't think that women think it's gross.
Okay.
I think they think it's empowering.
And now I'm self-conscious. All right, Jake, what do you believe is the answer? This is according to a male stripper. He's done a lot of bachelorette parties. Said this is a percentage of brides-to-be that cheat.
I don't think they think it's gross, but I do think they're not that into it. So the brides that would go to a strip club or have a stripper would be a higher percentage than normal women. And I'm going to say 20%.
20%. All right.
Vanessa went to a bachelorette party where they went to a strip club. They did like that Thunder from Down Under
She
stuff.
didn't want to talk about that, remember?
No, we went to the Magic Mike show, and it was a 10 out of 10.
Wow, Vanessa.
See,
it was honestly really fun.
Everyone, no matter how conservative or whatever you are, you get like that when you're at those
That's
places.
not like a real strip.
You're just like,
thing.
Yeah, it's almost like glorified Broadway.
You're like far away. They're on a stage. You're far away
No,
in a
they
seat.
come to you. They come to you, and there's a safe word, and it's unicorn. What?
There's a safe word?
Yeah, because if you don't want to lap dance, times. You just said unicorn. Thank you. I definitely said unicorn.
Of course, it's the gayest safe word ever.
Yeah. You said that, Vanessa? You had to use it a few times?
Oh, I used it. I was like, unicorn, you can move on because it's intimidating.
Right.
Woo!
But some of your friends who were there, no safe word needed.
No safe word.
Right.
Wow.
Which one specifically by name?
No name.
Okay. Omar, according to this male stripper, this is the percentage of brides to be the cheat bachelorette party.
Yeah, I mean, I think 50% is a little high, 20% a little low. I'm just going to be in the middle. I'm going to go 35%.
All right, well, this is the bad news, I guess, is that this man, whose name is Wild, male stripper, claims that women behave very differently because they don't think they'll get caught as often as guys do because they don't think their partners are as worried in general. I think women a lot of times have this, oh, he's going to cheat. I don't think guys think that way necessarily. However, his estimations for the thousands of bachelorette parties he's performed for is that 1 in 10 brides
that's so much lower than
will actually cheat, and some of the biggest cheaters are not the brides to be, but the friends that are already married and unhappy. So there you go. There's some uplifting stuff to end today's show with.
Beautiful ending.
Give you some hosier while I lap dance Allie. Allie.
Get over here.
Unicorn.
Unicorn.
Too late. I used it first.
No.
We'll do takeaways from today's show. 800-520-1067. That's next, KROQ. show. We're going to wrap it up. Nicole Alvarez will be in here, keep you company 4 hours. You get 40 minutes nonstop KROQ, and she'll be on here for the next 4 hours to hang with you. And thank you. I know a lot of people have sent us very nice messages. Just us being here is helping them feel normal again, or perhaps going around doing some volunteering today, have us on in the background, delivery drivers, the lifeblood of the city, all that stuff. Thank you for letting us spend some time with you. You have no idea what you mean to us, and we don't say it nearly enough, but we truly do mean it. All right, takeaways from today's show, and then we will officially get out of here. Oh, yeah, podcast available wherever you get your podcasts. If you don't know what we're talking about during takeaways, because you just turned on KROQ right now, well, recommend you check out more of the show at your leisure on the podcast. Just go ahead and find Klein Alley Show. You can also watch us on YouTube because we're streaming there every single day, and Instagram at Klein Alley Show. All right, takeaways. Allie, let's go.
Okay, let's see. 714, my takeaways. Allie is a great environment for crabs.
Allie admitted that she has crabs earlier today, and I thought it was embarrassing that I had to admit that my family has lice, but apparently Allie still had to out-embarrass my family, so congratulations.
I didn't mean it like that. It just kind of happened.
Definitely you meant it that
I was just trying to share information that shaving... All right, anyway. 949, my takeaway is I have to wait until my wife dies before I can go to Hooters.
According to the old man and old people's secrets, that's when you start going.
213, my takeaway is good night, Muffin.
Thank you, Jake, for that beautiful dream you shared with me.
909, my takeaway is if you need to use the Starbucks restroom, all you need is a tea bag and a dime.
That's it. We give you the code.
909, my takeaway is the fillet of fish and HGTV go great together. 818, my takeaway is pantyhose Greg has never been fuller. And 213, my takeaway is Habua Kachua rushed for 45 yards last night.
Congratulations. What a performance. What's your takeaway from today's show, Jake the Nerd?
Get in the car, kids. We're going to Lice Land.
Lice Land. That is where we went, and I'm still paying for it. Actually, more expensive than Disneyland. I got to start crunching the numbers. I think it may have cost me more money at Lice Land than it did at Disneyland.
Lice Land.
I'm not even kidding.
That's good.
I left with all sorts of souvenirs and everything. It was great. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is I take it too. I take it too.
It's Chica.
That guy found his dog Oreo, and that dog was immediately looking to hide back in the rubble again. Sounded like. Omar, got a takeaway from today's show?
Yeah, my takeaway is that Klein's body is a licensed paradise.
A lice paradise, and yet they're not even using me. I've got tons of square footage of great space for lice, and they want nothing to do with me. Maybe of all the ways I've been rejected in my life, that's the saddest.
That lice won't go to you?
Lice have taken over every inch of my house and my kids' hair, but they want nothing to do with me, and my body is a lice paradise.
Gross.
Chris Martin, if you need a new song for Coldplay, Lice Paradise, get going. Have a great day. Do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, Go line is open for you now. 844-956-GOAT. Bye.
Klein, the World Alley Famous Show. KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ.
But you just saw it.
Oh, you do it there? I know. Let's just do it here.
We're back. Sorry, can you hear us?
No, it's not live.
I don't know. We'll find out. We don't have to do this.
I know, we're good.
Did
Say
you
bye,
try
everybody.
to reset it? Love you guys. Yay. Hi. There we go. Oh, there we are. Sorry
have
about
audio?
the...
No, they can't. Can they see anything now?
It says Jace had low-key Vanessa had a booty. Come on, dude. You guys right? Like I don't read these.
Oh, we are live.
Love it.
Okay, if you stuck around for this dumpster fire going on right now,
You're the true ones, the one.
or you're a loser who has nothing to do, because why are you? This is bad. Anyways, whatever. Okay.
What we were saying is that we low-key super natch.
Yeah. Okay. So like today, we're basically saying, okay,
We just natched. That was it.
if you just now you can hear us, pay the tech guy more money. I think we just got to teach the tech guy how to do it. It's a learning week. It's a learning week. Forgive us. We've had a couple mishaps, whatever. It happens, whatever. We're still learning. New team member. We're still getting adjusted. Bear with us. But rest assured, this is all going to be fine. Yeah, okay, so we were talking about earlier, Vanessa and I came to work actually matching, accidentally wearing the same clothes today. We got red sweaters, 501s. Here comes Klein. Klein comes all the time now. Just to pop in and say what's up. Say what's up.
What are we doing?
You're broadcasting 130,000 people.
Whoa, we're numbers down. Huh?
Numbers down.
Wow, look at that.
Just raising the table.
So you don't have to crouch.
I like doing it over there because we have like a nice clean background.
No, I like Vanessa's new desk. It's fire.
Thank you. I like it too.
You guys playing this today? The two of you guys? Your matching shirts?
No, that's what I'm saying. We were telling everybody like we're wearing the same matching clothes on accident. Red tops, blue 501s, white shoes. Can you see?
Are your jeans 501s?
Shit, my shit's 501 always.
Oh yeah.
Always.
I don't even know what I'm wearing.
I don't fuck with zippers.
I just saw it and I was like, I like it.
I like it. Anyways, I think this is already whatever.
Guys, we failed today and it's okay. You know what?
Yeah.
You can't have a perfect day every day, but the next hour is a new hour. Just gotta stay positive. Got nothing else to say. That's why we stuck around. We love you guys. KK. Klein's the stripper name. We love you.
Maybe tomorrow we'll play you a song. Vanessa and I would do a little live karaoke for the Net Bangers really quick. So get your songs ready, what you guys want to hear, and you want to hear us sing. And
Johnny's really good at the guitar. Like, he could hear it and, like, right.
So tomorrow we'll be doing a little live jam session for all the Net Bangers. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Then we're going to go do the bonus podcast tomorrow. You guys are going to get a lot of good content tomorrow. Wow. Maybe we should start charging people for this show.
Let's do it.
Actually getting some good stuff. Yeah, we do need money, actually. Yeah, that's true. We need money so we can continue to eat breakfast burritos. She needs gas for her Lamborghini. I need gas for my private driver that's bringing me every day. You know, Klein needs money for his second house in Palm Springs.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about her.
Allie needs money for her third Tesla that she's trying to buy and her 12 cats that she's trying to adopt. Jake needs more money to get a second dog and to put money down to buy a Mexican restaurant in Burbank and his own bar. So we need money, guys. We need our thing. So you know what? We're just going to go home now.
Bye, guys. Thank you for sticking around. Sorry it was such a mess.
Well, we all good. Learning process. We'll see you guys soon. Shabba-labba ding dong.
Thank you for listening. Love seeing all the comments, even the